Ford's CEO walked onto that stage, and nobody in that room saw what was coming next. In a single announcement, Ford just rewrote the rules of the heavy-duty truck game, and the entire industry is still catching its breath. For years, everyone assumed diesel was quietly dying. Emissions regulations were tightening, electric platforms were expanding, and the general consensus among analysts was simple. Diesel engines, especially in pickup trucks, were on borrowed time. Ford itself was expected to lean harder into hybrid powertrains, push its electric technology into larger trucks, and slowly move diesel into a supporting role. But Ford didn't follow that plan. Not even close. Instead, Ford's leadership stood up and confirmed something extraordinary. A brand new, ground-up diesel engine is coming for the 2027 Super Duty lineup, and insiders are already calling it the most extreme diesel Ford has ever built in its modern history. This is the full breakdown of everything we know: why Ford made this call, what this engine could do, and why it matters more than almost anything else happening in the truck world right now. To understand why this announcement hit so hard, you need to understand what everyone expected Ford to do. GM and Ram had both begun quietly shifting resources toward electric and hybrid platforms. Multiple industry reports suggested diesel development budgets were shrinking across the board. Ford was widely predicted to follow the same path, doubling down on its PowerBoost hybrid technology and preparing the Super Duty for an electrified future. So, when Ford's CEO confirmed the existence of a massive new diesel project, it contradicted nearly every prediction analysts had made. This wasn't a prototype leak from a supplier. This wasn't a rumor circulating on a forum. This was a direct, confident statement from Ford's top leadership, signaling a deliberate and aggressive strategic shift. So what exactly do we know about this engine? Ford has not released complete specifications yet, but credible details have emerged from engineers, supplier sources, and interviews with Ford's own development team. First, the displacement is expected to be significantly larger than the current 6.7-liter Power Stroke. Experts believe the new engine will land somewhere between 7.3 liters and 8.0 liters, which would make it one of the most aggressive diesel displacements in the modern pickup truck market. The reasoning behind going larger is straightforward. More displacement delivers more low-end torque, reduces turbo lag, improves durability under towing stress, lowers operating temperatures, and raises the overall power ceiling. Every one of those benefits points directly at Ford's core objective, which is to completely dominate the heavy-duty towing segment. Second, the engine is being built around a brand new heat management architecture. According to a senior powertrain engineer quoted in Automotive Driveline Quarterly, the 2027 diesel features an oversized oil-to-water heat exchanger, multi-stage coolant routing, reinforced exhaust manifold shielding, and a redesigned turbo position specifically aimed at reducing heat soak. These are not minor refinements. This level of thermal engineering suggests Ford is preparing for extreme boost levels and sustained high-load performance over long durations. Third, the turbo system is getting a serious upgrade. Insiders describe a variable geometry turbocharger with an improved actuator system capable of much finer boost control. There is also strong speculation around a twin-scroll layout, or possibly sequential twin turbos, on high-output variants. Ford has filed recent patents covering both configurations, which adds real credibility to those claims. Fourth, and this is the number that has people talking most, Ford is reportedly targeting between 1,100 and 1,400 pound-feet of torque. That figure sounds almost unbelievable at first, but diesel engineers say it is achievable. GM's 2024 Duramax reached 975 pound-feet. Ram's Cummins high output pushed past 1,000 pound-feet. Ford is not just trying to match those numbers. Ford is trying to make them look small. Torque is the currency of towing dominance, and Ford wants to own the record outright. Fifth, the emissions technology being developed alongside this engine is genuinely forward-thinking. Diesel expert Dr. Thomas Reeves, a former Navistar emissions engineer, noted that Ford's latest patents point toward dual-stage EGR, variable pressure SCR injection, and a high-capacity diesel particulate filter with thermal preconditioning. That combination would allow the 2027 engine to meet both United States and European emission standards well into the early 2030s. Ford is not building this diesel to survive 3 years. They are engineering it to remain relevant for the next 10 to 12 years. Now, the obvious question is why Ford is doing this right now, in 2027. when the rest of the industry seems to be pulling back from diesel investment? The answer comes down to three factors: fleet buyers, competitive opportunity, and profit. Construction crews, ranchers, oil field operators, and emergency response fleets are not switching to electric trucks anytime soon. These customers need long-range capability, fast refueling, high heat tolerance, and absolute reliability under maximum load. An industry expert from Morgan Truck Analytics stated it clearly: electric heavy-duty trucks are still a decade away from genuine practicality for extreme-duty applications. Diesel remains the only real option for those customers, and Ford recognizes that entirely. At the same time, both GM and Ram have shown signs of pulling back. Internal documents revealed reduced budgets for future Duramax development at GM. Ram's Cummins program remains stable, but long-term investment is slowing. Ford identified a competitive opening and is moving aggressively to fill it. Ford's CEO told investors directly that Ford intends to lead the towing and heavy-duty capability race for years, not just months. And a bigger diesel is the foundation for achieving that goal. There is also a financial reality that rarely gets discussed openly. Ford earns significantly higher margins on Super Duty trucks than on electric vehicles. A senior automotive economist explained that every F-Series Super Duty sold generates multiple times the profit of an electric vehicle. Protecting that income stream by developing a class-leading diesel engine is not just a performance decision. It is a business decision. For the 2027 Super Duty lineup itself, expect a new high-output diesel trim positioned above the current PowerStroke offering, possibly carrying a name like PowerStroke Max or Extreme Duty. This variant will target the F450, F550, and F650 series. A strengthened transmission will be required to handle the torque output, with Ford reportedly working on a revised 10-speed with reinforced internals. Towing projections from analysts suggest Ford could target 45,000 pounds for gooseneck applications and over 27,000 pounds for conventional towing. Those numbers, if achieved, would hand Ford the towing crown decisively. There is even a credible theory that Ford may pair a mild hybrid system with the new diesel, not primarily for fuel economy, but for emissions control and low RPM drivability. Industry veterans have responded with genuine respect. A retired Cummins chief engineer called it bold and gutsy. A former GM powertrain director acknowledged that the competition is now forced to respond. Truck buyers online have been even more direct, saying this is exactly the diesel they have been waiting for. Here is the bigger picture though. Experts believe this could be the last all-new diesel Ford ever builds. The final, most powerful expression of combustion-driven heavy-duty engineering before electrification eventually takes over. Ford is going all in right now because the window to build a legendary diesel may never open again. This engine is not just a product announcement. It is Ford's declaration that diesel will not fade quietly, not on their watch, and not without a fight.